Today's video, well, it's pretty obvious what the problem is. This girl's got a whole bunch of rocks packed into her hoof. And because she's got some discomfort, it's quite likely that they've worked their way to the corium. Let's get started. One of the common misconceptions that comes with hoof health is that cows that are out on pasture never have foot problems. That's just not the case. This is a particularly common problem with pasture cows, and that's because anytime we have a big rain event, that softens that ground up and that works these stones to the surface, and then when she steps on the concrete, it can drive those rocks deeper into the foot. That's exactly what's happened here. These rocks got caught in the bottom of the foot, she stepped, and now they've punctured through to the corium. I use the hook of my knife to work these rocks free so I don't hit them with the carbides on my cutting wheel. Changing out those carbides takes a lot more time, and I don't actually use the tip of my knife for cutting anyway. You'll notice here I've left that lateral claw, that outside claw, completely untrimmed at this point. It's because I don't know what it's going to look like underneath here. Sometimes that little bit of heel height difference is enough elevation to give that heel some rest if the problem isn't too bad. But in this case, this right here tells me I'm likely going to need a block. When you see bubbles, you know you got some fluid underneath there. Fresh punctures like this are kind of hard to work on because that area of separation up underneath there is very small. So it's not like you can get your hook all the way up underneath that sometimes. So you have to really kind of finesse your way in there and just get that hook up underneath that loose horn just a little bit so you can free it up and open up that area just a little bit. You can see it's just a small little area of separation. Even so, we're going to put a block on that other claw to take the pressure off of this. As I've talked about in previous videos, cows out on pasture tend to shed naturally. Therefore, there's really not a lot of horn to remove here. I'm just kind of cleaning it up so the glue, the adhesive that I use to attach the block, sticks really well. One of the advantages of the chlorhexidine spray that I use to disinfect this area is that it offers a little bit longer lasting barrier than other antiseptics because it actually binds to the keratin in the hoof. Another question that I get often is why do I use the powdered form of the salicylic acid you see me applying now instead of a paste that would stay on better? The reason I do that is because the powder is 100% pure salicylic acid. that's got the best effectiveness for the applications that I'm using it for. Quick buzz with the grinder to take any sharp edges of glue off. This foot's ready to go down. We're going to let her out and see how she's walking now. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you all on the next one.